Hey, what's up everybody? Jesse here, Southern Reels Fishing, out in my yard just chilling this beautiful afternoon. Actually, I'm not chilling, I'm actually working. But I wanted to do a quick video about something that I'm getting into now, which I think is kind of a perfect fit for me as far as off-season work and stuff like that. Because of course I charter during the season and I stay pretty full with that. Now the season's pretty much tapering off. I'll do a little bit of trout fishing here and there, but it's definitely not full-time this time of year. So I do have to supplement my income, of course. And I've been doing construction work in the off season for the past few years to supplement, and that's just slowly tapering off, mainly for being out of the scene so long during the fishing season. I've lost a lot of contacts, and unfortunately people, when it comes to getting things done, especially like that, you know, they want it done as quick as possible, and I understand that. So my work has slowly been fading off in that industry, which is kind of fine with me. I've been doing it all my life. I'm kind of burnt out on it. What I've thought about over the past season of fishing was, why don't I set myself up and start doing rigging and stuff on kayaks and boats and stuff like that as a way of supplementing my income in the off season, which I think is a good idea. I have the experience. I was a technician for many years at power sports dealers. I've worked on anything and everything. I've always been a DIY guy, repair all my own vehicles, all my own engines, all my electronics, building things. I've got a pretty broad experience base on things that I can do. So I'm in a perfect position to offer services like this to customers. And I think I'm going to give it a try. So I started mentioning it in some of my charters towards the end of the season. And lo and behold, I've already got a boat sitting here that I'm working on right now for a customer. He's actually one of my charter customers, a really nice guy. He dropped it off. I'm doing a full live scope installation on it for him, cleaning up some electronics, building the pole for the live scope, and basically mounting and setting everything up the way that I have it on my boat, because it works so good and he's seen how good it works. So I'm in the process of doing that right now, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But pretty much what I plan on doing is, you know, in the off season, which is pretty much like October through April, maybe a little into May, being able to help you guys out if you have maintenance needs on your boat, oil changes, gear case changes, and you don't want to wait on a dealer, you know, if they're backed up, or if you want some electronics installed, if you need a trolling motor installed, custom work done to your boat. Now, I'm not doing any gel coat repair or nothing like that, because honestly I just don't have that much experience with it yet. But pretty much anything else that you want done to your boat, I'm planning on offering if you're in the local area here in North Carolina. Northeast North Carolina is actually where I live. Camden, North Carolina to be specific. If you want to look it up, is to see if it's even a viable trip for you to bring your boat down. Now, I do have a big nice yard here, so I got plenty of room to store some boats, you know, and have a few in the queue. Got a nice big shop back here in the back. All the tools you could possibly need. Jeez, I'm a tool freak, so I've been amassing tools all my life. So I'm in a perfect setup position to do it. And honestly, with my fishing pages and all that I have out on social media, I'm in a perfect place to advertise it. So I'm doing it here, folks. If you need some work done, feel free to hit me up. I will put my contact information in the description of the video, and just give me a holler and we'll talk about what you want to get done and whether or not I can help you with it or not. Now, in the future, I do plan on getting into building as well custom T-tops and towers and stuff. I want to do one for my boat first. I plan on taking the aftermarket Fishmaster Pro Series that I have on there now off. I was hoping to do it this winter. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, because I'm not quite set up yet with all the tooling that I need to be able to bend the pipe and radius to pipe, you know, all the pipe rollers and benders. I do already have all the cutting and welding equipment. Once I looked into the benders and the roller setups, they're quite expensive. Actually quite a bit more than I thought they would be. It's probably a $5,000 or $6,000 investment to get the tooling to be able to do the custom bending and curves and everything that are in these T-tops. So I don't know if that's going to happen this winter or not. I would like for it to, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, just to show you what I got going on here, I've pretty much been working on this for this gentleman. Like I said, he brought it to me to do the live scope installation the way I have it on my boat. I had to figure out a way to get the wire from the side over there where the pole would mount into the console here, and that proved to be a bit of a challenge. In my boat, I was actually able to run the wire up under the gunnel into the bottom, and I found a pass-through and was able to come up under the seat that's here and actually get into the console that way. I got lucky. Everything was pre-drilled and good to go. This boat wasn't that way. On this one I had to really do some looking. Ended up pulling all the inspection hatches. Got this one here off, this back one off. I got the one under there off. Got the whole back of the boat open. Pulled this rod holder out actually, and finally figured out that I was able to run it up under this gunnel here, which I'll show you. It's run up under there where I did have to drill the hole, and then was able to turn looking through here, get it fed in between this wall and this compartment wall, which I had to dig a little bit of the foam out to get some room, get it routed down into the rear sump back here, which you see I cleaned up real nice for them as well. It's all nice and clean in there now, and got into the main wiring pipe and was able to go and get it up into the actual console at that point. Most of it wasn't that bad, but getting it through this area here was a pain in the butt. I ain't gonna lie, it took me a while, but the hard part is done. So at this point now I'm just getting ready to mount the black box here for them, get everything wired in. Just to show you up here, I went in here and really cleaned this area up good, and I'm going to get the black box mounted probably over here on this wall there, in that area on that mounting block, and at that point get the batteries back in with the battery trays, and probably do a couple bus bars over here to clean up all the wiring and everything that was hooked to the batteries, and just get all that done properly and the way it should be. So I'm going to take care of all that for them, and it will be a much cleaner installation when it's all done. So yeah, I'm kind of hooking this gentleman up. I really went a little overboard, which I always do. It's just my OCD kicking in. I see I got all my tools and stuff laid out here, everything cleaned up, and basically letting all of this stuff sit out here and dry that was in the boats. The life jackets were actually sitting in a compartment that was about full of water. So got all that taken care of. Another thing I did notice just looking the whole boat over is they had a dealer put this trolling motor on, and the thing is already loose. So I'm going there and take care of that for him as well, and just go through the whole boat and look it over and see if I see anything else that really needs to be, you know, taken care of. So anyway folks, that's what's going on with me right now. It's pretty much my off season. I got time to take care of all my home projects. Actually just finished renovating our entire carport on our house. A few little details left on it. Put an all new metal roof on it, painted the whole thing. Been working on that on and off, and after that I'll be jumping into remodeling our bathroom, amongst a few other construction jobs I got going on as well. But trust me, I will get that stuff done in no time, and I'm going to be sitting around here bored, and that for me is not a good thing. So I will be doing trout trips for the next 2 months, starting November 1st in the Elizabeth River. If you're interested in getting out and fishing for some trout and some drum, be it day or even night fishing, I don't care, I'll do both. Just hit me up. All that information is on my website, southernreels.com. You can book right there. If you have any questions about it, my phone number is right up there. Feel free to text me, please. This is the best way to get a hold of me, because I get so many spam calls on my phone nowadays that honestly, if I don't recognize the number, I don't answer it. And unfortunately, my voicemail fills up very quickly. So please, if you're trying to contact me for anything, texting me is the best way to do it. Just put your name and what you're interested in, whether a charter, or you got questions, or you want to get out and do some fishing, you want to get some work done to your boat. Texting is the best way, even above email, because a lot of times I don't always check my email as frequent as I should, because I get so involved in projects I just don't think about it, which I know is not good, and I apologize for that. But if you text my phone, that's the best way to get a hold of me as quick as possible. And once again, if you're in the Northeast North Carolina area within any driving radius around me here, if you're from Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, you want to get something done to your boat and you just don't want to tackle it yourself, hit me up. I'll be glad to hook you up. I promise I'll take care of you. I'm very meticulous about what I do. I think you've seen my boat, how meticulous I am with it. I'm pretty much the same way with any customer stuff as well. So Once again, it's great seeing you guys. I gotta get back to work. Peace out, guys. See y'all in the next video.